So, I've decided to do leveling in Kilika because I did a little trial run here, and the things I was hoping would be easy to get weren't easy to get. However, I know that there's a little seed pod in Kilika that is quite nice. That and Titus still has to learn the warrior overdrive. Or not the overdrive, but the overdrive charging thing. Which means instead of charging his overdrive from taking damage, he will charge his overdrive from dealing damage.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
So I have to have him hit a few more times for him to learn warrior. Thankfully he's that close because of all those fights from stealing the grenades. If you didn't do that, it's going to take you a little bit longer than just a few battles for him to learn it. Okay, I just want to make sure that this guy's doing okay. Because I want Titus to learn warrior before he dies. Preferably. Thank you. Okay, since we're not too far away from a boss battle, I'm gonna get Val 4's limit drive all the way up. Okay, overdrive, Titus, set mode, warrior. Boom. Now this is kind of nice, since she has, you know, low HP.
Goodbye.
Boo.
So let's talk to people.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
She's a little bit of a
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Wakka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Now, before we continue on, there's a few things I want to get. On the next ship, this will become important because there will be something you need to get here. However, here, we're going to go Lodex.
Oh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing. Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not Awaka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
Pretty much, well, this guy sells some okay stuff later on. you're going to want to invest at least 10,001 gil with him. However, if you want, that'll get you 30% off. However, if you want better prices, you're going to have to give him at least 23,336 gil. You don't have to give it to him right now. There'll be plenty of opportunities to later. We're going to go in here, though, and the reason why I told you to sell those potions is, let's kick some luggage. You can get 20 potions out of this, assuming you had no potions to begin with. You can keep kicking this until you get 20 potions. And now there'll be an Albed primer in the engine room.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door?
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
There's one more letter. Let's give him a little bit of money.
Say, lad, you... I guess it pays to... Fine seed money for the Ochu merchant.
Okay, whoops. I want to save. Because there's a little thing called boss.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkand, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkand there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jacked. My father. His name is Jacked.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here, are you not?
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy.
Okay, now this boss battle pretty much goes easy. You can ignore the Sin spawns unless their wings start to flicker and just go straight after Sin. You can summon up Valfor and just energy blast the sucker away. However, there's also another thing that this is relatively easy. All you have to do is keep killing the Sin spawns over and over and over and over. So that's what I'm going to do. This is a really good leveling place. So I'm going to do this for a while. I will include this part the me killing things part in the I guess it's gonna be, at this point, it's gonna be a 3.5, or like the in-between leveling thing. So I'm gonna include that offside of the actual walkthrough. So I'm gonna give this a pause and come back when I'm ready to kill him. So I guess I'm gonna do some off-cam leveling. Okay, so if you do this regularly, what you want to do is you want to have Waka and Lulu. Those are the ones that can attack Sin directly. Otherwise, leave only one of these Sin spawns up, because that way he's not going to put down 2 more. You have to kill them all for him to refresh 3. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in Yuna, because the next, after we kill this guy, the next guy you have to visit right after. You don't get any reprieve. So I'm going to want to make sure that Titus and Waka, because those are the only 2 you get to fight with, are completely healed up. And bring in Lulu to smack the guy a few times. He doesn't really have any weaknesses, so just whack him out. Also try to make sure Titus is at a full limit break, if not Waka as well. But Titus is a lot easier, especially if you went through and got the warrior thing like I mentioned that you should. Also, do not waste any of your MP. You're going to need that on the second part of this boss. When Yuna's turn is again, bring her out and have her do that nice, fancy little thing for Valfor we picked up from the dog. So there's Energy Ray that we started out with, and Energy Blast that we picked up. Let's kick this boss. So if you have been using these to get Titus's limit break up, remember that it takes 10 successful to get Slice and Dice, 30 to get Energy Rain, which is where I stopped at, and then 80 for Blitz Ace, but I don't have the hard drive space for that. Dark Attack. Remember, Dark Attack lasts for 3 turns of the enemy. Make sure that stays on the sucker. Do not attack the sin spawns. They'll just come back, and so you're wasting your turns. Focus on the boss. And that's why I did the grinding. Because that's a nice amount of sphere levels to go through.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BTA.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
Nothing really to do but to go watch the sending, which is a very beautiful funeral.
What's a sending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Mm-hmm.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Let's go out and find some people.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Ah, there you are. Be Saint Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yup. Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know?
Waka.
Hmm?
Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
We're gonna steal some stuff and save some people. Like this little girl.
Whoa!
And steal some stuff from here. Because they won't mind, right? Now, if we go over here for saving the little girl, we'll get an ether. And an Elbed farmer. Now, if you choose Kilika like me to level up a little bit, you should know that there's someone to sell not items, but armor and weapons. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort. And I'm going to see if there's anything anyone else could have any use for. Nope, so I'm just going to run them through the sphere grid. Haste will be a must-use thing in most of your boss battles from now on. He learns a more powerful form of it later, but it's better than nothing. Now with her next major spells, once you go around here, she learns the second set of spells. So it does slightly more damage, which is really handy, so keep that in mind when you decide for how long you want to level. Now, with Kamari, doing his sphere grid is a little different because he can cover all this stuff up to the locks, and then it depends how you want him to go. You can either have him learn black magic with Lulu, steel with Riku, learn white magic with Yuna, hit harder with Orns, but he can already hit pretty decently hard, so I don't choose that one. You can learn you can continue him on a similar path to Waka's, but I'm going to choose to take him down Titus's because it'd be nice to have another one that can do haste, and also it'll make him go a little quicker. So as opposed to taking him like directly up here, what I do is I take him here, bring him through here, then back along here, then up here, then when I get my level 1, then I run him through Titus's. Do not sell your starter stuff. You will need that for much, much, much later. Like your starter, like the long, yeah, you need like the weakest stuff for much, much later. So I would keep that stuff for now.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that, well...
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Okay, now not all things have something you can lance it, but when you do, it completely puts up Kimari's overdrive. And then he can use it right away. Like this. Comes with jump and then seed cannon in this one. But we're not going to use it right now because I want to go up against the Ochu, which means I need full overdrives again. Valfor is not going to be able to take it out alone, so I'm probably going to get Titus too. I'm going to do boost. I'm going to take much more damage than normal, but overdrive's going to go.
Company, halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
For killing it, however, some of the people around give you some stuff. That's why I want to do it.
Light shine strong, our woe be gone.
I could take care of those alone, huh? Take that.
This is also a decent place to get some spheres for ability. Go there. That's gonna be what I start out with. If you didn't level, this could be a little difficult. Sonic Wings, very good against this guy. If he goes to sleep, you need to immediately physically attack him though, because then he starts healing, and you don't want that to happen. But as soon as he does wake up, he casts Earthquake, which doesn't bother Velfor at all.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Speak to Redhead.
Do your best, kid.
And let's go and recoup. I'm gonna use some sphere, do some sphere good work now for like the one level that some of them got. But that's because I want to do some leveling here. It's a nice leveling spot. It's close to the save sphere. However, I want to get a few items before I do. And of course, getting attacked along the way.
Oh yeah! It's over. I'm on a roll.
Which reminds me, overdrive. From some of that stuff. There we go. Some handy dandy stuff. We're gonna go here and get this chest. The east. Then we're gonna head over to the west and then up after the main path for a scout for... Damn it. Would you stop doing that?
Now what? Anyone thirsty?
I don't think people are thirsty just for what's... yeah. Gonna go on that one. Now at two crossroads, you're gonna see this group of people. And they will give you items because you defeated the Ochu.
Burn.
You have to wait until the two other people that are with them go away, though. Okay, follow their people. Then when the two people run off again, same thing as before, they'll give you an item.
Freeze.
Okay, we're gonna go up this path for something. Then we're gonna go back to the save sphere and call this an episode. The path to the east of that guard, that leads you to the next area, as well as a save sphere and then a boss fight. Just to give you a heads up. That's where we're eventually gonna be going, but not quite yet.
Thought so.
stupid. Right, don't try to water plants, hmm?
Thought so.
Now this what does is the purple ones, they will turn an empty node like what Yuna's next to, just to the left if you see there, into whatever it is. So it could be an HP and an MP. These give more. When you do it this way, it gives more than the regular ones, the ones that are already pre-done on here. So I'm going to use one of them on Yuna and probably the other one on Lulu, maybe. See, by 40 instead of 20. So when you get into that's why I'm using the first one on Yuna, is because when it gets too real intensive, where I need to heal a lot, I want to make sure she has the mana for it. Okay, now I save. We call this an episode. And we're good for now. So, I guess that means for this one, I'm going to be having 2 parts of leveling. The first one is going to be when I am dueling against Sin, and the next one is going to be here in the Kilika Woods. So we're going to be getting a lot of stuff from here. Like, if you're here for long enough, you'll get a lot of weapons and a lot of armor. You can use those to sell, especially if you want to do what I'm doing, and that's giving money to Owaka, because hey, why not? He has some, you know, decent stuff, kind of decent, much later on, so we are gonna do that. So I'm gonna go level, and I'll see you guys for the next part when we're ready to get Yuna another Aeon. So, ciao for now, and enjoy.